The future of the world of work is set to change drastically in the coming years. The debate is shifting to whether there will be work or not. This means that the world has to prepare itself for whatever changes the future brings. The International Labour Organization, together with Nedlac stakeholders, are gathering in Johannesburg over 2 days to discuss the ways of embracing the future of work.
The world of work is undergoing a major process of change. The Future of Work is an initiative of the ILO meant to draw attention to issues around what this future may look like. According to the ILO, there are several forces transforming the world of work.
In the future, a lot more will be produced with less workers, as it were. So there will be need to continuously upgrade skills of workers, to encourage self-employment, for example, to encourage entrepreneurship, to realize that people will probably work through flexible hours, as it were, work from home using your computer. You don't have to go to your office. Teleworking is already happening, but I think it will be much more common in the future.
And as technology takes over manual labor, a different set of skills will be required. South Africa is currently battling a shortage of skills. How does the future of work address this? And how do governments prepare themselves?
We've got to be ready as government to reskill our people, to change the way we think about work as we traditionally know it. Because now we're talking, when you talk technology, I mean, robots are now a real thing. And how do we then evolve our minds and our thinking even to make sure that as the future is evolving, we are ready at a policy landscape level and implementation to grapple with it.
This means that sectors will also respond differently to the evolving concept of work. The informal sector is one such sector.
We're looking at the reality which our sector deals with all the time, but they've been outside of the of the regulatory framework. So we're looking at, in the future, the people that we organize being inside the regulatory framework as they recognize other kinds of work and recognize the need for decent work in those types of work as well. So we're looking at it as an opportunity not for the expansion of the informal economy, which by itself is not necessarily an advantage, but the integration into the overall regulatory framework, the framework of representation.
With so many changes expected in future and possibly less of a traditional workplace culture, where does this leave labour unions tasked with protecting the rights of workers?
We would be able to ensure that our membership base first and foremostly remains protected, but we also believe that the opportunities that will be extended through this future world of work will ensure that our membership within South Africa are able to embrace the skills revolution that is brought about by the new technologically driven era to ensure that they become globally competitive and that we ensure that there's a continuous uptake of new skills development and empowerment of our membership.
With youth unemployment persistently high, the biggest challenge remains one of finding more productive employment for them. And this piles the responsibility on governments and employers to develop a new set of skills that will be useful for the evolving world of work. Diabo Seto, SABC News, Johannesburg.